my dad had a stroke, some years ago. And I went to the hospital to see him. I was up at the hospital with him. And I still remember when he could not move his left hand. I remember this, right? And I still remember the nurse bringing him some food and her telling me he wasn't going to eat. And, I asked him, I was like, why you not going to eat? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, first of all, he doesn't see what everybody else is seeing. He's seeing himself as okay. That's number one. The second part was that he was not going to eat until he can use that left hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you want to talk about deciding. The key here that I want everybody to understand is he did not see himself like everybody else saw him. You get what I'm saying? He saw something totally different. He was looking at himself and who he thought he was and who he wanted to be. Maybe because he was in the hospital and he had nobody else to look at or whatever the case be. But you want to talk about trying to decide, you have to look at yourself and know who it is you want, what it is you want and who you want to be. You got to look at yourself and decide. And it can't be based off of what everybody else tell you. Because the nurse told him that he couldn't do that mug right then. He needs to use his right hand. Everybody else that came in here, they use their right hand too. And you can be just like them. Or you can be you. And so I just want to end with that because I just think it's important that in deciding, you have to decide. In deciding a part of, like Jay Clay said, you have to decide for yourself.
Yeah. So was he able to eat with his left hand?
My daddy, like a lot of people don't even make it back from their strokes, man.
Yeah.
My dad, I still remember when he got out the hospital, he jumped up and he gave me a Michael Jackson kick with his left, his leg, and like I'm back to normal. I was like, yeah. I didn't think he didn't even allow me to think anything differently. And the funny thing is I had another friend that had a stroke afterwards, and I went to the hospital to see him, and I told him about my dad every single time I saw him. But the thing was, he never saw himself as coming back. And the thing is, he never came back.
Yeah.
So, I just let that sit where that is and let y'all digest that how y'all want to.